योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्ताम् सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यां च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान्नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम्. Shloka 33 in Vishnu Sahasranama is Yugadihrudyugavarto Naihamayo Mahasanaha Adrishyo Vyaktarubascha Sahasrajitanandajit. There are 8 namas in this shloka, and they are Yugadihrit, Yugavartaha, Naikamaya, Mahashanah, Adrishah, Vyaktarubah, Sahasrajit, Anandajit. The first nama is Yugadihrit. It is Bhagavan Vishnu who created the yugas. Yugas are the period of time. The infinite period of time is divided into 4 according to the nature of the Prakriti and the nature of the beings. And according to that, the infinite period of time is divided into 4, and the 4 yugas are the Krita Yuga or the Satya Yuga, then Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, and Kali Yuga. Now the Kali Yuga is going on. And in Srimad Bhagavatam, this chart of the time is very, very well given. I would like to share with you, read out to you that chart. Let me read out that chart for you. The 365 days of man is the 1 year of man. 1 year of man is the 1 day of the Devas. This 365 days of the Devas is 1 year for the Devas. 12,000 years of the Devas is 1 Chaturyuga. That is, 1 Chaturyuga means in that Chaturyuga all the 4 yugas will come. Satya Yuga or Krita Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, and Kali Yuga. So according to the period of time for man, it is 36 lakh years of man. 71 Chaturyugas, it makes 1 Manvantra. And 14 Manvantras make 1 Kalpa. That 1 Kalpa is the daytime of Brahma. After that 1 Kalpa or 1 daytime of Brahma, the Kalpanta Pralaya will come and it will destroy everything. Only Lord Brahma and his Brahmaloka will be there. All the other beings and creation, this earth and the different planets, everything will be completely destroyed and it will be filled with the water of deluge. So that is 1 Kalpa, daytime of Brahma. 2 kalpas make 1 day of Brahma. That is this kalpa, and another period during the unmanifestation period of Brahma, that is the night of Brahma. So 2 kalpa makes 1 day of Brahma. 360 such days of Brahma, it makes 1 year of Brahma. And 120 years of Brahma, that is the lifespan of 1 Brahma. After that, the Mahapralaya will come, or we can say is Brahma Pralayam, that will come and destroy even the Brahma and Brahmaloka. After that, that is after this 1 life cycle of Brahma, after that, in the next creation, there will be another Brahma, and Saptarishis will be new, the Devaloka will be new, everything will be new. Even prior to that, after 1 Manvantra, the Indra and the Saptarishis will change. And The Kruta Yuga, it lasts for 4800 years of the Devas, not of man, 4800 years of Devas. That will come to few lakhs of years in according to man. And Treta Yuga, 3600 years of the Devas. And Dwapara Yuga, 2400 years of the Devas. Kali Yuga, 1200 years of the Devas. So this is the period of time each yuga will exist. After that, they will gradually change into the next yuga. There will not be any great pralaya, but they will gradually change. Just like now it is Kali Yuga and it will go to a peak. Now itself we can see many people are meditating and they are so much interested in the scriptures, Vedas. So it is slowly, gradually taking the turn for the Krita Yuga. So like this, the yugas will keep on going, and in the Krita Yuga, that will be 100% of Dharma. Because people will be, in the Kali Yuga, people will be fed up of adharma and slowly they become dharmic atmas. So in the Kruta Yuga, 100% of Dharma, Treta Yuga, 75%, Kali Yuga, only 25% Dharma. Because that is the proportion here is the people who are good or who follow Dharma, even they, at times, they fail in following Dharma. That's the equation there. So all have many people, if they cannot survive without doing adharma. That is the nature of this dark phase, that is the Kali Yuga. But slowly, gradually, it will change into a dharmic phase or the Krita Yuga. So that's the period of time very well explained in Srimad Bhagavata. So that is the meaning of the Nama Yugadihrit, one who created the yugas, and that is Bhagavan Vishnu, no one else. So with this Nama, Bhishmacharya has described Bhagavan with 300 Namas. It is the 300th Nama, that is Yugadikrit. The next Nama is Yugavartaka, Yuga Avartaka, one who repeats the yugas. Bhagavan Vishnu, he creates these yugas. That is, all the happenings in the Satya Yuga will be the same in the next Satya Yuga. Treta Yuga, the same. For example, the Rama avatar and the killing of Ravana in the Treta Yuga will exactly repeat in the next Treta Yuga. The Krishna avatar of Dwapara Yuga will get repeated in the next Dwapara Yuga. Why? Why to say all that? The person like me, myself and you, we will also get repeated in the next Kali Yuga. So no, don't worry. So that is the Yugavartaka, one who repeats the yugas again and again, and that is Bhagavan Vishnu, and so he is called Yugavartaka. The third Nama is Naikamayaha. Naikamaya, when we split that Nama according to Sadhis, Na Yeka Mayaha. That is one who does not have one Maya, which implies one who has multiple Mayas or many illusions. Of course, all the avatars of Bhagavan is illusion, this creation is illusion, all the incidents when they took the avatar, they are also Maya, connected with Maya only. So all these are Bhagavan Vishnu is capable of creating many illusions, many Mayas. And the fourth Nama is Mahasanaha. Asana means one who eats. Ashna means food. Mahasanaha means one who eats a lot, which implies that Bhagavan Vishnu, he consumes everything at the end of Pralaya. He takes this entire creation as food, or that is, he just merges this creation with him, and so he is called Mahasanaha, the great eater. And the next Nama is Adrishyaha. Adrishya means that which is not perceivable by the sense organs or the mind. Bhagavan cannot be directly perceived by the organs of action or by the organs of knowledge. He cannot be seen with the naked eye, he cannot be heard, his sound cannot be heard with our physical ears. So he cannot be touched. So all this, he is not clear to the senses. He cannot be perceived by the senses. And that is very well explained in the Shloka, that is mantra 7 of Mandukya Upanishad. And this mantra and this Upanishad is very favorite for Bhagavan Sri Ram. He says that just reading this one Upanishad and understanding the meaning of these seven verses itself is enough to attain Brahman, Atma Vidya. So he, in that shloka, that is the seventh mantra of the Mandukya Upanishad, it says, Adrishyam, that is not perceivable by the senses. Avyavaharyam, Avyavaharya means with Bhagavan, one cannot transact with Bhagavan. It is not a business, but we do that. When we go to temples, we say that if you give me this, then I will give you that. But that's not the right way. We cannot involve him in any type of transaction. Agrahyam, he cannot be grasped or cannot be seen with our physical organs. Alakshyam, he cannot be defined. Can anyone define Bhagavan like that? No, no one can define him. He will be like that. We cannot say. They have carved the images of Bhagavan in the temples and the sculptures, but it tend to change. For each and every bhakta, it changes. So alakshanam, he cannot be defined. Achintyam, we cannot define him. Then how can we think about him? Achintyam, he cannot be thought by the mind. Achintyam. Avyavadeshyam. Avyavadeshyam means cannot be described. If we cannot think, then how can we describe him? We cannot describe him. Yehatma Pratyayasaram. Yehatma Pratyayasaram means he remains the same in the three states, in our three states, that is in our Jagrata Avastha, Swapna Avastha, and Shushupti Avastha. He is the same. He is that same self who pervades everything and who remains the same in all our states. So he is the base of all our states. We can say like that. That is Yehatma Pratyayasaram. So that is a very clear explanation given in the Mandukya Upanishad, that is mantra 7. So that is the exact meaning of Adrishya. Drishya means can be seen or can be perceived by senses. Adrishya means invisible. Then the next nama is a little bit contradictory, if taken in the gross sense, or literally if we take it, it's wrong. That is Vyakta Rupaha. He can be seen as manifest Rupa. So in the previous nama, it is said he is invisible, but now it is said that he can be seen. He can be seen in any manifest formats. The sukshma artha here is he can be seen clearly by the meditating yogis. He is behind the screen of Maya. So if we pierce that Maya, we can see him very clearly, understand him, but not by our sense organs or by our senses. If we transcend our senses by practice, just like the yogis, we can understand him, grasp him, see his Vyakta Rupa manifested form very clearly. It may not be the same for all the bhaktas, because according to the rishis and the shastras, Bhagavan appears as different to different bhaktas. It's all according to the maturity, spiritual maturity of that person, about his attitude, his nature, everything is involved to see Bhagavan behind the screen of Maya. So for the yogis, or when we meditate on him, then we can see understand the Vyakta Rupa of Bhagavan. There is the two meanings. He is not perceivable by the senses, but if we transcend the senses, we can see him very clearly. The next nama is Sahasrajit. Sahasrajit means one who wins over all his enemies. Bhagavan always fights for the devas. Bhagavan doesn't have any enemy or friend, but to save this creation along with the devas. To help the devas, he fight with the Asuras. And just like in his avatar, many Asuras in Sri Rama Avatara and in the Krishna Avatara, and just in the Simha Avatara, and all the avatars, they are mainly to kill the Asuras. So he win over all the enemies. So this is connected with the Asuras. Bhava never fails. The next Nama is more or less connected to it. The next Nama is Anantajit. Anantajit means he wins over everything. He knows everything. He is the father of the creation. He is the source of this creation. So he knows about everything and he wins everything, all the jivas by his leelas or by his play, whether it may be battle or anything. He wins over all the beings. That is the Anantajit. His victory, it doesn't have an end. It goes on. In all the situations he wins. That is the Anantajit. But Sahasrajit is winning over the enemies. So that's the meaning of the 8 namas of this shloka. And the summary of this shloka is Bhagavan Vishnu, he created the yugas. He created the yugas and he repeats the yugas also. He has many illusions and he is the great eater, that is, he consumes everything during the pralaya, and he cannot be seen by the 5 sense organs. But beyond that, when we transcend it, when we transcend the sense organs in deep meditation, we can see him clearly, Vyaktarupa. He wins over all the enemies, and not only all the enemies, he wins over this whole creation. So that's the meaning of these 8 namas of this shloka 33 of Vishnu Sahasranama. I will continue with the next shloka of Vishnu Sahasranama in my next video. Kayena vacha manasendriyeva बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि. ॐ तत्सत्.